up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you guys can see, I'm in my car. I thought being in my car I was going to be able to focus more on what I want to talk about and without any interruptions. So luckily Sebastian's with George inside. I told him I needed to record this video and he'll be taking care of him. And it's got a text. So basically this whole video I'm going to be opening up to you guys a lot more. I want to definitely tell you guys exactly what's been going on. I want to open up to you guys because I want to connect with you guys in a whole other level. Like, I definitely want you guys to know like what I'm going through and see. I'm sure a lot of you guys will understand everything that I'm going to be talking about. So basically, I've been feeling down, I've been feeling depressed, I've been feeling stressed out, and I feel like I'm a little bit hard on myself about it, and it's not good. It's not good to feel this way, but we all go through our times in which we unfortunately go through points or rough moments in our life. Not necessarily like something bad happening, but just like bad moments like within yourself and how you feel personally, you know. And basically that's what's been going on with me. I'm gonna talk a little bit, I'm gonna go back a little bit on how I started feeling this way. So basically it all started when I had Sebastian and I had to leave my job. So, as I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I was a banker at Wells Fargo. I was there for 4 years, and when I tell you I loved my job, I literally loved my job. I loved my coworkers. I loved everything I did there. I worked with amazing people. So whenever I got pregnant, and you know, that whole time of me being pregnant, I thought I was gonna go back to work. And you know, it's good. You thought, you know, I am a first-time mom. I didn't know what it felt like to be a mom, you know. So in my head I was gonna go back to work, but whenever I had Sebastian, it was like completely different. Everything changed. I wanted to be with him 24/7. I didn't picture myself going to work and leaving my baby. Like, I did not picture that at all. So that's when me and George obviously decided that I was no longer going to go back to work, and I quit my job. So whenever I quit my job, I got really depressed. So don't get me wrong, obviously a lot of people wish they didn't have to work. You know, like, it's a blessing to be home with your baby, and I've said this in my previous videos. Like, it's just a blessing, like, to be able to be home with your baby and just see every little change that they're doing, every new little thing that they're doing, you know. But at that moment, I was not seeing it that way. At that moment, I was seeing it more as of, oh my god, like, I'm used to being independent. I'm used to paying for my own bills. I'm used to getting my own money. Like, how am I just gonna go and depend on somebody? You know, like, that just, like, I couldn't understand how I was just going to not have my own money anymore and have to depend on my husband. You know, because I've been working for a long time, and I was just not used to, you know, asking somebody for money, let's say. So I got really depressed. I would cry. I remember I used to like cry to George and tell him like, I'm not gonna have my job anymore. I'm not gonna have money. You know, and it was bad. It was really bad. But he was always there for me. He was always there to tell me like, you know, you're blessed. Like, whatever you need, like, I got you. He was always so supportive towards me, which is good. So obviously I had my moments, and then I had moments in which like it went away, you know. I got used to not working. I got used to waking up late, waking up to my baby, and I have to go to work, you know. But now it's obviously like a year and a half later since Sebastian was born, and there's times in which I feel that way again, you know. I feel desperate. I feel like, oh my god, like, I wish I could help him. And, you know, we just bought a home, And I and obviously George has a good job. He has an amazing job and he can pay for the bills and he's doing just fine. You know, we're doing completely fine. But me as a person, like, I literally like sit there and think like, oh my god, like if I worked, like maybe there wouldn't be so much like on his shoulders. Maybe I could help him. And I feel like I'm hard on myself because I feel like I tell George like I'm just home, like I don't do anything, like I could be helping you. And he reminds me like like he tells me like, Olga, like if you want to go to work, we can find somebody to take care of Sebastian. Like if that's really what's going to make you feel better, if that's really what you want, then we can definitely do that. But he tells me I don't need help with bills. I don't need help with nothing. Like whatever you need, I got you. But if you feel like you need to go back to work in order to feel better like with yourself, then we can definitely do that. But then that's when I'm just like, oh my god, no, like I'm broken, like how am I gonna leave my baby? And I'm just really hard on myself. So me being depressed after leaving work, I was just like thinking, I was literally like going crazy at home, you know, like I didn't have social media. I was going crazy. I didn't know what to do with myself. And luckily, like we are back on social media, you know. Me and George made an Instagram. We made a family Instagram. And I'm being serious when I tell you this. Like when we made our Instagram, it was completely different. Like I felt like I had something to do. I felt like I was keeping my mind occupied, and it was cool, you know. So Instagram definitely has helped me, but I still go through my moments in which I get a little bit stressed out, a little bit depressed. And yeah, like let me know if you feel like that being a stay-at-home mom, because being a stay-at-home mom is definitely hard work, a huge responsibility. A lot of people take it as, you know, you're just home, you wake up whenever you want, you do whatever you want. But it's a lot in your head, like to be thinking like, oh my god, I am not independent. Like if I want to go do something, like I have to ask my husband for money. And it's not necessarily like, hey babe, like can you send me money, can you send me money? It's not necessarily that, but just like having to depend on them for every little thing was really hard on me. And yeah, let me know if you feel that way and what has helped you get through that. Any advice that you guys have for me, like definitely I'll take it, because it like comes and goes. Like me feeling like that, I'll feel like that sometime and then I'll get over it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be all over the place when it comes to this video, but I did want to take the time and obviously like talk about it and just put it on a video, and that kind of helps me take it out as well, you know. So a lot of you guys obviously see like our Instagram is growing. I have a YouTube channel, but I feel like I'm really hard on myself when it comes to that too, because being on Instagram and on YouTube, like it takes a lot. It takes patience. Like I definitely, like, don't get me wrong, I do get paid for like YouTube. I do get paid for paid posting on Instagram and stuff like that, but I can't definitely sit here and say like I make an income out of social media, because I am nowhere near that level yet, you know. Obviously I do get some cash here and there, but I can't say, oh yeah, like my job is social media, I have an income from it, because I'm not there yet, you know. And I feel like I'm hard on myself when it comes to that, because I see obviously other influencers and people around me that I'm just like, wow, like they're doing an amazing job, like they're successful, they're like helping out their family, they're doing all that. And I feel like I put myself down. Like I should be like, oh my god, like let me work harder, let me make more videos, let me just get consistent, let me do everything it takes to like be successful as well. But I feel like at this moment right now, I just put myself down, and that's not okay. That's something that I need to work on, because I can't keep putting myself down and making myself feel this way, because I feel like I'm doing an amazing job. You know, I've been on social media for 1 year and I can totally say that I am doing okay. And obviously I do want my YouTube to grow. I do want a lot more from my YouTube channel. I feel like I post a lot of videos. I'm doing okay when it comes to posting. I just wish like a lot of people were more connected to me, and I hope this video helps me open up to all you guys, so that way you guys can feel some type of connection towards me. But I do want to be 100% honest. Like the only reason why I definitely want to make it on social media, the only reason why I definitely want to succeed is because I want to help out my family. Here's the thing. So ever since I worked, I've always been the type to help out my parents 100%. You know, my parents mean the world to me. When it comes to my husband and my son, obviously I know they are okay. They don't need anything. They're completely okay. But my main priority right now is being able to work from home, make YouTube videos, because I definitely enjoy it, and obviously grow my channel into the point where I can be successful, into which I can be making an income off social media and be able to help out my parents. When I worked, I always helped them, you know, my siblings always helped them, and right now that I don't have a job, I still help them, but obviously it's hard. It's a little bit harder to help them, you know. My parents mainly live in Mexico. They'll come here for like 1 month and visit, but they're in Mexico now. So this is me getting completely personal and opening up with you guys, but my parents went to Mexico because obviously it's just a better lifestyle for them at the moment. My mom, she's had epilepsy since she was a teenager, and so basically like my whole life and everything, like we've seen her have seizures, you know, and it's hard. She's a strong person. For those of you guys that know her, like, you guys know that she's an amazing woman and she is so strong. So definitely, for example, when I made my henna business, like my only thought was to be able to put that product out in order to help her, because everything that I would make, you know, I would want it for her. My dad, on the other hand, he had a stroke a couple years ago. This one definitely hits me. He had a stroke a couple years ago, and it took him a couple months to be able to learn how to talk, be able to learn how to walk, be able to eat again on his own. You know, he had to be carried to the restroom. Whenever you would feed him, his food would literally fall out his mouth, because, you know, when you have a stroke, like, your mouth moves to the side. So whenever that happened, like, that was really, really hard on our family, you know. So my dad wasn't able to work the way he used to be able to work. So he was really stressed out over here, and being in Mexico is what helps him, what helps them be okay. So whenever I tell you guys that, like, I want to grow my channel, I want to grow my Instagram and all that, it's because I want to have an income, a set income, into which I can help my family, my parents to be exact. But yeah, you know, and I feel like that's what stresses me out a lot too, because I'm the type of person that always wants to help, and right now I feel like I'm a little bit tied up and I can't help them the way I used to help them. But yeah, so now that I brought up the henna topic, I want to talk about this. I'm gonna make it really, really clear. I am no longer selling my product, my henna product. I am no longer promoting it on my page. I am no longer having it on my website. henna went really good. There was thousands of girls who loved the henna product. Obviously, whatever I would make, it helped me help my mom. But the thing about henna, it was a really, really hard product to sell. So henna is a natural tint, and I always recommended this tint to people who had dark hair naturally, or who had dark hair and wanted to maintain their hair dark and wanted to keep it healthy. You know, it's a treatment. And I'm running out of light, but basically, since it is a tint, we can't 100% say like your hair is going to be dark or black like mine the first time you use my product. I've been using this product for years and years, so my hair is obviously used to this tint, you know. And even though I had such good feedback from the henna, there was obviously the bad to it, you know, since in anything there's good and bad. So obviously henna always has a red undertone, you know. And I had like a couple girls, probably 2 girls, that it was really noticeable where they had the undertone, and they messaged me about it. I told them, like, explained to them exactly what it is, like what went on, how we can do it. Like, you know, I was even able to send them a complimentary what, I feel like I just fucked up that word. I was able to send them another henna product in order for them to get the second treatment and hope that their hair would be black the second time around. There was one specific girl, or yeah, there was one specific time in which a girl was really, really upset with me, and she messaged me and told me that, you know, her hair was obviously not black. It's the first time she used my product and it wasn't fully black. At that moment, like, I was just like, seeing how upset she was towards me, it made me completely like not want to sell my product anymore. Don't get me wrong, I believe in my product. I've been using my product for years and years and years, but the fact that she was so upset about it, it just made me feel like I was already going through it, you know. I've already been feeling depressed. I've already been feeling down. I've already been feeling like shit. And then when I got her message, it just made me feel even more like shit, you know. And I called my husband and I told him, you know what, like, I'm not going to be selling this product anymore. I don't want anybody else to feel the way that she felt. And I don't want her, like, anybody else to feel anger towards me because they were not satisfied with my product. And it might be me being weak-minded because, you know, I had a lot of good reviews about it, good feedback from it. But at this point, I just feel like I don't want to deal with it. It's not the best thing for me. And I just don't want to deal with somebody being upset because, you know, when it comes to henna, I told everyone, like, if you have chemicals in your hair, if your hair is light, like, I don't recommend it. Like, I recommend it to people who already have dark hair, and I've said this in all my videos. But the fact that it made somebody so upset, like, I was obviously not happy about it, you know. So obviously me and her talked, we're okay, she's fine, but the fact that she was upset, like, I wasn't having it. So I am thinking about it, you know, like, I might still have it out for people who really want it. Like, if you DM me and you tell me, like, you've used my product and you want to keep using it, I don't know, you know, like, DM me, like, we'll talk about it. But I do want to say I'm not going to have my product out in my website anymore, and I won't not be promoting it at all anymore either, as of now. So yeah, but don't get me wrong, like, I'll tell you again, like, I trust my product 100%. Turn this on. Makes me feel so yellow. I trust my product 100%, and I'm going to continue using it. But it is what it is. There's good and bad to everything, and right now, unfortunately, it's not the right time for me to have my product out, and that's that. So yeah, you guys obviously can hear how much I'm going through, how much I'm dealing with, and yeah, and I just wanted to like make a video and talk to you guys about it and tell you guys exactly how I've been feeling. But I definitely like want to say that I'm doing a lot better. You know, I'm trying not to be so hard on myself because I know that I'm doing good. I know that I'm going to be doing 10 times better if I put myself to it. And yeah, I think I had so much planned out to say in this video, but right now I'm kind of like blanked out, and plus it's getting dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know, that you guys watched my video, and if you guys have anything to say, any comments or anything, like please feel free to DM me, comment down below. I definitely do want to connect with you guys, and I want you guys to feel free to connect with me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.